Race 15 of the DASCAR Beaumont Cup Series takes us to the Iowa Corn Indy 300, coming at you live from actual Iowa cornfields. This track is actually called Cornfield Raceway, but it is in Iowa, and it is a road course located in real cornfields in Iowa, so we could consider this a cornfield road course race. Brandon Nichols took the pole. Here comes Seth Cole, though, making it through almost 3 wide with Tristan Folks on the first lap of the race. Cole trying to make a pass on Brandon Nichols, but is not able to, as Nichols got the preferred line down those corners. It's a really wide track from the looks of it, so a lot of room could be made for passing, but the speeds are pretty slow, so the cars usually don't get a lot of chances to pass this track. It's one of those road courses, but we all have to deal with it. Dylan Thoreau causes the first caution, a big spin on the first corners of the track, and I thought those signs would be knocked down because they're wooden and stuff, and, well, the cars went through it, but, well, apparently that's not the case. It is fictional, though, so... And here's another view of those incidents. A lot of drivers piled up on that first corner. I don't know why that happens, but I always get loose on the corners. It's probably the steer they do or something. I don't know why they tend to oversteer, but that's probably the AI, and that's how it is sometimes. I never intended for that to happen when I went to this track, but it always happens. Well, it happens sometimes, and I just don't know a good way to fix it. So if you guys know a way to fix that problem, let me know in the comments below to see if there's a fix for that, so we can get some better racing in and less cautions, because those pulled out cautions, and it's annoying because we get a caution every other lap. We only get like one green flag lap. It seems that we only get one green flag lap, and then we get a caution for a couple caution laps, and then we get back to green, and then another caution flies out after we just had only one green flag lap. It's really annoying, and unfortunately, I just don't know how to fix those. I could just adjust the drafting and bunching distance, but, well, it wouldn't. Then it wouldn't make any. Then the racing wouldn't be exciting. You wouldn't have a lot of side-by-side battles for the lead, and I know you guys want to see a lot of that. So I tried the best I can to my ability to make these the best races you've seen in NRTown 3. But sometimes not everything is perfect. Anyway, speaking of not everything is perfect, we had another caution, as you saw earlier. There wasn't really a lot of fun. Like I said, there wasn't really a lot of fun moves or fun stuff that happened in the early stage of the race. There was a lot of wrecking. There wasn't really a lot of battles for the lead. So just to fill the time, I'm giving you guys a tour around this Cornfield Raceway track. For you guys that are interested in racing at this track, I think I found this link in Webley, the NRTown 3 Webley site, but I'm not quite sure. I don't remember where I got this track. It might have been from NR Track Designs. I'm not quite sure, but it is a good track to see, though it's not really the best track to race at. As you see, there's a couple lags, a little bit of lag in the middle. I apologize for that, but just about every course I go to, there is some sort of lag, even with the new laptop, even with a faster new computer that I just recently brought using NRTown 3, it still lags sometimes. So that's been a big problem for me sometimes, and, well, there's nothing you could really do to avoid the lag. You just do the best you can on races and hope to see a great race. So anyway, a lot of wide corners, like I said, in Iowa, in the cornfields, a lot of wide corners, but not a lot of opportunities to make passes for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I guess they don't stay on that preferred line, so I don't know why the AI doesn't stay a lot of times in the preferred line, but, well, sometimes things happen and there's really not a lot of reasons for that, so all we can do is just do the best. But anyway, I'm sorry I had to talk, I had to talk with other things than the race itself, but again, there wasn't a lot of exciting moments in the race, in this race itself, so I decided to just talk it over, just giving you guys my thoughts about the entire game in general. So as you see a tour around this Iowa cornfields around the track. So Caution's out again, and we're going to get back on the restart with 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go here at Iowa Cornfields. Tristan Folks trying to make moves, trying to get in the top 5. So, one of the very few times that a lot of passing happens in the top 5. So, there wasn't a lot of that in the early stages of the race, but now there is. So, well, so that's excitement for you. Tristan Folks gets 3rd, Ryan Acosta trying to keep 4th, and he does, despite a hard charging power over Mitchell Riggs, and, well, over Mitchell Riggs. No, it's Eric Enrage, I'm sorry, Eric Enrage in the top 5, excuse me, so that's pretty much probably the best racing we've seen so far, but then we get a shocking twist! Just 4 laps to go, 3 laps to go into the caution. Things were about to get a little boring, and then this happens. Everyone comes down pit road. The leaders come down for pit stops with just 3 laps to go under the caution. Finally, something exciting happens in this race. Brandon Nichols on pit, leading the drivers on pit road. A couple drivers, though, actually stayed out, so this could be interesting. Here's Brandon Nichols on pit road right now. He's hoping to be the first one out of pit road so that if everyone else pit, the ones who stayed out pit, he might be back in the lead and might cycle back. As you see, taking his last tires, it looks like Seth Cole, though, might get the edge, and he will. Seth Cole, for once, passes Brandon Nichols at this track, and Nichols actually dropped back by a few positions. On the restart with 2 laps to go, your new leader is Philip Goldberg. But here comes James Shelley running in 2nd. And here's a battle for 3rd between Joshua Michaels and Jacob Lawler. Oh no, big spins, and I think Brandon is in it. And Seth Cole is in it too. So 2 drivers who ran the top 2 all day involved in the incident with 2 to go under caution. The race is going to end under the caution flag as soon as someone gets the white flag. Philip Goldberg, James Shelley battling side by side for the lead. This is the most exciting battle we've had today in an otherwise boring race. Here comes Shelley. Philip Goldberg trying to hang on. He's trying to block his view, but James Shelley finds a hole, tries to use it, gets through him, down the corner, down the final couple corners. James Shelley clears Philip Goldberg and takes the lead. Philip Goldberg is just astounded that James Shelley would make a pass on the corner and to take the lead. And Goldberg, it's a tough break for him. He was going to be the winner after everyone pitted, but James Shelley, he found a way. He found a way to make a pass work here at the cornfields of Iowa. Takes the white flag and will take the checkered flag here in the cornfields of Iowa, taking home the Iowa Corn Indy 300. What an exciting finish to an otherwise boring race. It looked like Brandon Nichols was going to dominate the race and take the win, but in the end, pit stop cycled everybody out, and James Shelley got the win. Here are the results. I won't be showing you point standings again until we head to the Lucas Oil Raceway, or RP as you call it. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this race, and we'll see you guys later.